super incredible experience. Absolutely gorgeous here. Really kind of just made me stop and think. I mean, a lot of it was like the activities we did, but I think a lot of it was just like the place and how conducive it was to like just making you stop and think.
And it provided a really powerful, mystical almost experience.
Being intentional about its significance in the community, that hydroponics project wasn't just some random community service project to check some hours off. It was discussed with Sibanya and with USECO. It was made relevant for the water crisis and the food shortage. The process of passing it on to the people who are going to be living there was made explicit.
That was something that I just had not ever done anything like before. So in that sense, it was kind of, that experience was one of the most valuable things. I found myself putting a lot of work into it. I wouldn't, give myself credit for the amount of work that I was able to put into it. I normally don't think of myself as, sometimes I kind of joke about, wanting to go into psychopharm, but not thinking I could do med school. And this project just kind of challenged that. And I'm thinking, is it really about not being able to do things, or is it something more about not finding that productive drive, not finding a reason to do it? Such as for this project, I think that was a big source of that motivation, was building something to help other people rather than just building something for myself.
I like the people here a lot. They're really good, nice people that are smart and that realize they're kind of smart and knowledgeable. But I also really like the views here. I like the landscape, like the mountains, and then over on the shore, especially during the evenings, the sunset, and just kind of like the vibe in the community there.
Just the natural environment is just very present. There's mountains, there's the coast, there's just such a diversity of plant life, and it's just very rich. You just feel like you're in the middle of a very rich place naturally.
So it's kind of interesting because you can go to a foreign country and experience a different culture, but I feel like it's very rare to be able to experience such a kind of blend and see how that interacts, see how that plays. South Africa has a lot of very tragic history, and a lot of that history continues until this day, and it can have a large negative effect, but that culture can be really beautiful.
Take away the knowledge of knowing that not everybody lives wealthy and that most people are poor, because I think with that knowledge you can share with others, and that way you can help spread awareness, and that will hopefully lead and trigger to events, and just like with help, I think it would lead to helping other people out, helping different communities out in different ways. Not necessarily just focus on people in Cape Town, but just people in the around your general area, and so then that way you can hopefully positively affect as many people as you can, and just spreading knowledge and awareness out will lead a chain effect.
Emotionally growing experience, because it was more than just seeing a culture, trying some really amazing food and leaving. It was doing a project, meeting a community, like being friends with people, making friends. And so it was kind of a kind of trip that I hadn't really been on before. I think that I got more out of this trip because I was giving and meeting these people.
And I just really enjoyed the Usiko guys, but just getting to know them, getting to know what their life is like, how a lot of the complaints about like the millennial generation are kind of the same, across from here to, or from South Africa to the United States, and even hearing similar things from the South Africans that we've heard from Costa Ricans. Going to Khayelitsha, seeing the gardens, seeing the township, actually building the hydroponic system, seeing it go from just an idea to completion. I think moments like those kind of spurred a desire for the practical in myself. I think that just came from seeing some of the problems that I supposedly care about, inequality, poverty, political injustice, oppression, seeing these things firsthand, and just being pricked and kind of reminded like that this isn't some abstract situation in a textbook. This is like reality for millions of people.